From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Toronto Blue Jays.
And on the mound today, Max Scherzer. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, over 200 career wins. That's a lot by today's standards. Tells you about the longevity of his career, his ability to work deep into games, even when he doesn't have his best stuff.
Ready to go? Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. And we're off and rolling in Toronto.
First pitch, 7-7.
Strike two. Scherzer, multi-time All-Star, 41 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Mad Max notches the K. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. Just getting started here in Toronto. Two down. And a curve is down and in. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum of that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Hunter Goodman at the plate with two away, swings through that one. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And that is out of play. That one fouled off. The 0-2. That one is absolutely belted. Gone! His first homer of the year, and the Rockies jump in front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Now it's going to be Ezequiel Tovar. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting six, first baseman Troy Johnston.
First pitch swinging. Swings through that one. And they'll do it again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Tovar off of first with 2 away. Look out!
Yep, that got him.
And it hit
First
him.
base.
He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. And a big swing and a miss. Oh, right to the backstop. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. And it's 2-zip. This is Rockies baseball on the show, Colorado. Here's George Springer to start it off. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
Ball.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Batting second.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Ball 1.
There's a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
No, that's down.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Doyle under it. And there's one down. One out man at first. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man on second, 2 down. And down on strikes. Out number 3. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Back now in Toronto. Top of the second, Willie Castro digging in for the Rockies. Drilled out towards left center field. Long run, tracks it down. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, catcher Cole.
Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
In the air to left center. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for Colorado, right fielder Jake McCarthy.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Jake McCarthy now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Strike 2. This one in the air center field. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Lenny Sosa. Hey! Here's the 0-2.
Ball that's outside.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Sosa wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Got him. 1 away. That's in for a strike. That clips the corner. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. This one looks like trouble. And he's got a double.
Batting 8.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Here's the center fielder, Miles Straw.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Man at second. Takes a swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held up. Ground ball right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, on to the 3rd inning. Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies. Scherzer back to work.
That's a ball.
Slider right there. The 1-1 is fouled off. And lines out to third.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And a foul ball. Now the 0-1.
Hey! Ball one.
That one
That's
missed.
ball 3.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered here in this one.
We've seen him struggle with pitch selection today, and they've swung at pitches out of the zone too many times already. This game just started. Need to lay off of those tough pitches.
Goodman leads off first with one away. And that one is lifted in the air. Strong gets under it. 2 down.0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him. Set for the bottom of the third. And now for the Jays, Brandon Valenzuela. Line drive to short and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out.
For the Blue Jays, designated hitter, George Springer.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone, so they've still got both their challenges. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
2 down, nobody on. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail. Back now in Toronto. Start of the fourth, Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Rockies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The 0-2. And that just misses. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. So the call stands. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Scherzer ahead 1-2. Got him swinging.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
2-1 now. Scherzer deals.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
3-1 is on the way. Right through there for a strike. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
This is Willie Castro. Fly to center his first time. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
Oh, that's inside.
Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Ripped, but it curls foul. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
Pitch misses. Ball 3. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Stays alive. Man at second. And ball 4 to aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here. And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Fought off foul. Two on, one out. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Nice grab on the run. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for Colorado, right fielder Jake McCarthy.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead somehow, create a little bit more time, or maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
Bunting for a hit. Schneider fires over to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. 2 left for Colorado. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Hey!
Sanchez goes 6 feet 3 inches, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
That's a ball.
The Rockies up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Right side and foul ball. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So up next for Toronto, Lenny Sosa. Struck out looking at his first at bat.
Hey! Ball! That's out!
And that's through there for a strike. 1 and 2. On the ground out to short. Tovar. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 2-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Braden Fisher.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Oh, and 2 now. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Activity in the bullpen. Louis Varland, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Mantiply getting loose as well.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. On to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Digging in, Mickey Moniak. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. That clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Ball 2.
Got him swinging, and he strikes out the side in the fifth. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now for the Jays, Davis Schneider.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Swings, and this one's flared. Makes the catch, one down.
Hey!
Misses
0-1.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And that one did find the strike zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 0-2.
Nope. Outside.
The Rockies leading by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
On the ground, right side. Freeman tossed
He's
to
out.
first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Stepping in,
Leading off
Ezekiel
for the Rockies,
Tovar.
Shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
And first offering is fouled off. Way out front for strike 2. That's outside.
that ball went out.
And that's ball 1. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Up next for Colorado, first baseman Troy Johnston.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Ball 1 there.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Good eye
Ball,
right
out.
there. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And that's outside. It is ball 4, and he's on base.
Very close off the outside corner.
Next,
Could have easily been called a strike in that
center
location.
fielder,
Runner on at first with one gone. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. No advance, though. Breaking ball inside. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground to the left. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Up next for Colorado.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
In the dirt.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Cole Carey getting ready to hit. Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 run across. Castro headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's 5-0. Cole Carey with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has
For the Blue Jays, number 35, Joe Mantiply.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Not in time. He's safe.
clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Man at second. Strike 2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, be ready. He throws that curveball a lot, probably more than any other pitch in his arsenal, and he's going to try to put you away with it like he did right there. That's his go-to pitch early and late in the count.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Number 62, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Varland warming up as well. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Base hit! Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Man at first, next to hit for the Rockies, Hunter Goodman. Runner on the go. Pitch in the dirt.
That's low.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Freeman headed home. He boots it. He will score. It's 7-0. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Comes through with the RBI. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Foul ball. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Brandon Valenzuela.
That's a ball.
The 1-1. Gets the outside corner with that one. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. There's a swing and a drive. That one's deep. And it is gone. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at-bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Back to the mound. He's got it. Over to first, and Guerrero is set down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that. I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Lined into left center, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Man on second, 2 down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The throw in. He's safe. It's 7-2. Now the third baseman, Lenny Sosa. Here comes the manager out of the dugout. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Jimmy Herget, in the game for the first time this season.
Hey!
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And he chases that one. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the 7th. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Colorado, first baseman Troy Johnston.
Mantiply, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. Strike two.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettitte as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
Got him. One out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Doyle stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Who are some of the curveballs that you watched in your career that were difficult to deal with?
Well, Boog, I kind of liked hitting curveballs if it was coming from a right-hander, but from a left-hander, different story. Some of the nasty ones, Andy Pettitte, Barry Zito.
Ball.
Man at first, one away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Outside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch.
Now on the bump, Louis Varland. He's making his second appearance of the season. Here's 0-1. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
Ball 2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That's out to center field. And a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for Colorado,
Cole Carey, the next to hit. He's 1 for 3. Picked up his first major league hit earlier.
Well, there's no time for him to be reflective right now, but you know he will be later on. The pressure's off a little bit with that first knock out of the way, though.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Well struck left field. That one carrying. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Bottom of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. Foul ball there. And the 0-2.
Ball 1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Nope.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Herget, a 6'3" righty. He throws a slurve, a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Lifted in the air, right center field. Doyle takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder
Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. Has grounded out a couple of times. First pitch, and he just misses. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And it's fouled away. Schneider leads off first with one away. And the slider just misses.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Up the middle. That's a hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw to third. In there safely. The Jays with a chance to get back into it here at the bottom of the seventh. Swinging a foul straight back. Fights it off. You'll see another.
In.
First and third, one down. On the ground.
Nope,
and it
foul.
Goes just foul. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Back to the top of the order, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down in the corner. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 7-4.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
And there's a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. There's a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Up the middle. Play made, that ends the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 7-4. You're watching Rockies baseball back here at Rogers Center. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Trying to bunt his way on. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That one way outside. Going to count 1 and 2. Now he breaks his bat. And they tag him out.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter, Hunter Goodman.
In the air, right field. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Relay throw home. Safe at the plate. And they lead by 4.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution with that at bat.
Moniak stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That one at triple digits.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat. Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That one misses, and the count's full. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Now pitching for
new arm out of the
Colorado,
bullpen, Jose Quijada.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Nope.
And that's in for a strike. And a count 2-1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. Did not go. And a payoff pitch. Stays alive. Three-two. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one out now.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. The relay.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Next to hit, Davis Schneider. Knee high, that's in for a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. 2 on, 1 out. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. There's a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for a strike. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Nance.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Check swing, and he went 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
For Colorado, first baseman Troy Johnston.
That one ran inside, almost got him. The 1-0. And he grounds one to the right side. Schneider tosses to first. That's out number 2.
Up next for Colorado.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Brenton Doyle. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Miles Straw.
Ball down.
On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Now there's a bullet down the line. Fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 8-5.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Springer in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Towards first. Johnston takes it to the bag. One out, bottom of the ninth. So it's effectively a sacrifice bunt. The ground out to the right side moves the runner from second to third.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend to sacrifice an out like that, but still good situational hitting. They need to find a way to bring him in.
Line drive, base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Manager out of the... So they turn to their closer, Juan Mejia.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
0-1 down.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone. That one outside, and it's 1-0. That's to third. Castro tossed to second. Double play cuts the rally short, and that ends the ball game.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play.